Question: who out there listening to this video, to this audio video, still uses the cash envelope system? Part one of the question. Part two: who even knows what I'm talking about when I say cash envelope system? Back in a minute. Hey, good morning. Good morning. This is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money, and I love helping people keep some more of their own hard-earned money. How's everybody doing today? Hope that this audio video finds everybody doing well as usual. How many out there listening to this video, audio video, even know what a cash envelope system actually is? That's a curious one. And how many people listening have actually implemented this system into their own daily lives? That's also quite interesting. All right, just to mention to you, just so I could explain what it is briefly and easily. Basically, using the cash envelope system is simply another way of keeping track of your money by dividing up money into categories and listing them on separate envelopes. It's just that simple. Now, because we are living more and more in a cashless society, maybe for some reason, because of that reason, some people don't use the cash envelope system, okay? Or maybe some people, no matter what's going on, still want to continue using the cash envelope system. There is no right way and there is no wrong way. The way that is the right way is the way that works for the individual. Do you find it hard to keep track of your money? Now, there are apps out there that help you literally keep track of your money, okay? And that's all well and dandy. But to me, because I am old school, I make no bones about it. I'm 64 years old this past December. So as a senior person, I am used to things like, let's say, chalkboards that actually had blackboards and white chalk on them, pens. Back in my day, if you converted from a from a cartridge pen to a ballpoint pen, that was a big feat. Because I remember in the second grade, there was a big to do about that, considering the school I went to. Now, a lot of the times today, of course, we have changed, we have evolved, we are in more of a modern, obviously, technology. And even as a senior citizen, I still produce shows online. Now, don't I do that, right? But there's still that little bit of old-fashioned part of me that likes to look at tangible cash. I'm sorry, I'm old school. I'm telling you. Now, when I was a teacher, and budgeting, okay, budgeting on a less than stellar salary. Okay, now I don't know, not every teacher, some teachers make an incredible amount of money. However, because I worked in a private school, obviously, those schools, they just don't pay a lot. They just don't. There you go. So your mind and heart have to be in the bigger reasons why you're there. But that's another show. Okay, now, but the reality was, because I wasn't getting paid a lot of money, I made up for it on my spare time. I looked for other ways, okay? I had other little part-time jobs, maybe managing 2 or 3 at the same time. It was hard. It was hard. It wasn't easy, not to mention teachers take their work home, right? Correcting test papers, doing their plan books, making phone calls to parents. You take your job home, okay? So if you know of any good teacher in your life, I'm personally asking you to salute them and thank them. Not all, but that's another show. Talking about the great teachers. All right, so this is just my opinion, and everything I am saying, by the way, it's just my opinion, and this show is for entertainment purposes only. Yeah. I am an edutainer. I like to educate, but I also like to entertain all at the same time. So even if you click like because you like to hear my voice make you laugh, thank you. Just saying. But let's get back to the cash envelope system. I digress. Okay. So back in the 1980s, when I was managing my little teacher salary and a couple of little odds and end jobs, side hustles to make ends meet, I absolutely utilized the cash envelope system. And can I tell you something? It really, really helped, and it really, really works. Because once the money that I budgeted in my little envelopes was gone, it was gone. There was no temptation at all whatsoever to go into the other envelopes with different categories. Why would I do that? If I'm allotting this for that, then I allotted this for that purpose. Now, let's fast forward all the way from the 1980s, 1990s, 2000, past 2010, past 2020. My God, a lot of times have gone by, right? A lot of years have gone by. Just say, oh my word. It is now 2023. Do I still believe in that system? Yes, 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 and yes. Okay? Now, for somebody else to say, oh, it's too much work. We live in a cashless society. True and false. Okay? There are times where, well, of course, you pay for something using a card to convey, to be able to pay, to make that purchase, to make that transaction. However, for certain other things, I'm sorry. Example. I like to allot a certain amount of cash, for example, for tips for people that may send me, something on delivery, or I just don't know, and something comes up, right? In the matter of a delivery. So I allot a certain amount of cash for that. Once I go past that, done. No more tips. Just saying. It's like, let's say, when the pizza delivery person comes, I want to give a cash tip, for example, just using that as an example, for example. And there you go. Tip is already available. I'm not scratching my head figuring out. And sometimes some people dislike to this minute using a card over a phone or whatever. And that's okay. See, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing when it comes to cash envelope system. There is no right and there is no wrong. And that's really, to be honest with you, that is the major point that I want to make in this audio video today. Even though we just recently flipped the calendar, okay? And it is now officially, and has been now for the last few weeks, hello, need more caffeine. Last few weeks, it has officially been 2023, right? Even though we flipped the calendar to a new year, guess what? Some things for some people work. If that thing, that system, that method, cash envelope system works for you, by all means, continue it. Do what works for you. If doing everything online or doing an app works for you, great. Do it. Do what works for you. That is the bottom line theme of today. And I am just still curious, who's still listening right now, still believes in doing the cash envelope system? Who maybe used to do the cash envelope system and might have converted to not utilizing it at all? Who didn't like the cash envelope system? I want to hear from anyone that had any dealings with cash envelope system and your opinion on it. And this, I think, would be a very interesting way to start this week. Well, I want to thank everyone for being here. I really do appreciate your time. And today I'm expecting my portable washer, but I still don't think it'll get here from Kansas yesterday over to New York today. But I could be wrong. Either way, I will let you know before 3 or 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. After that, then we have to wait to the next day and see what gives. Listen, I do have a favor to ask of you. It's quite simple. All you have to do is if you found value in this audio video, please click like. Don't forget to share and to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to press the notification bell in case I decide to come on unexpectedly. If you enjoy the content of this channel, don't forget to click like also for entertainment purposes. Thank you very much. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care. Bye-bye.